Right.
So you started on keto and you were doing IF using the snake juice. Well, you were drinking the snake juice, the water combo, and you were fasting for multiple days at a time while
Right.
lifting weights, building
Right.
muscle, and losing fat.
Right.
So you're like a unicorn, just unbelievable, amazing.
I don't know. I got very lucky. I would train 3 days a week. I would basically only eat on the days that I lifted. So let's say I train Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would eat Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And the days that I took off, I wouldn't eat anything. In my head, there was no need to eat anything. I'm not training. And that just seemed to take off from there.
Wow. So on the days that you were you eating like double the normal calories or,
Honestly, I did not count calories. I ate as much as I wanted. I ate, oh God, completely different how I eat now. I would eat maybe, on average, I would say 3 pounds of beef, sometimes 2 avocados, 6 or 7 eggs. I would throw cheese on there, sour cream on there. It was
yes,
ridiculous.
you were eating double your
calories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And were you doing OMAD or were you spreading that out through the day?
I was doing OMAD. I didn't find my appetite to be that difficult to control. Like when you're eating so much fat and that amount of meat, you eat once and you don't find yourself to be hungry at all. Like, and I would drink a lot of coffee during that time, so the coffee really helped suppress my appetite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, hello Keto, and I am Victor Jackson. Great to see you.
There's a lot of people joining.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
hey,
we have quite a few people. So, but 3 to 5 pounds of meat, I mean, that's a lot in one sitting. So how did you manage that?
Yeah,
my limit is like 1.5 pounds, and I am probably going to have a stomach ache.
Well, that's how I am now. Now I can eat at most 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds per meal. Okay. And I usually can't go over that even if I wanted to. But back then, I guess I was so used to eating large meals, being overweight and being obese, that I transferred that to keto and carnivore as well. It just so happens that it transferred well with the use of lifting weights.
Okay. Wow. So how much weight did you end up losing?
In total, 111 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
my
really
highest was 300 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So bravo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am
it was not easy.
Impressed. Yeah.
It was not easy at all. But I reached a point where, I don't know, I was sick and tired of feeling tired. Sick and tired of feeling sick. I had no energy. I depended on caffeine to get anything done. I would have to do one of those weird contortionist poses just to tie my shoes. You pick your leg up and wrap it around your stomach. So I know I just reached a point where I said enough is enough. And it just put me in a completely different mindset where I was able to fast for 2 or 3 days. And no matter what discomfort I experienced, I just dealt with it. Because my why was very, very strong at that time. So,
yeah. How long had you been overweight, or did you like recently get overweight and then you lost it?
I've been overweight for the majority of my life, but I had some ups and downs. I had a period where I was 185 pounds. I had went from 300 to 185. Then I went from 185 back to about 265, which was right before I started keto. And then from there, now I'm sitting around 192, 191, 192. Okay. So it's been up and down, but the majority of my life I've struggled with overweight issues.
Did you grow up here in New York, or?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Best city on earth.
So me too. I did too. So why do you think you were overweight? I mean, did you just like not have access to a gym and places to play outside? I know, I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, and, I wasn't allowed out anywhere, and, it was not safe to be anywhere outside.
Yeah, I think when I look back on it, I think it's poor education of nutrition.
Mm.
Um, I remember my parents would buy, you know, they didn't know, but they would buy margarine, they would buy whole wheat bread, brown rice. We did all the things we were supposed to do. We ate fast food too, and food we shouldn't be eating, but just poor knowledge of nutrition. I had no knowledge of fitness. I knew nothing about healthy fats. I knew nothing about the unimportance of fiber. I had no idea about anything, so I would constantly binge on fast food. I grew up in the 90s and 2000s where the internet kind of took over, so there wasn't that much outdoor playing, so I wasn't as active as I should have been. I was mostly sedentary and eating foods that I shouldn't have ate. And I think that played a huge role in me gaining weight, which is completely changed now.
Hmm. Yeah. So I assume like you are done with that lifestyle and this
Oh
is it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you're always
yeah.
going to be in the gym. We're going to find you somewhere.
Absolutely. And it just feels so much better. You know, when you're eating foods like that, you're basically indulging in what Joe Rogan calls mouth pleasure.
Hmm.
So you're eating a slice of cheesecake and it feels good in that moment. You know, you're indulging in mouth pleasure. But then after that, for the next few days, you feel like crap. You feel
Oh
like
yeah.
crap. You put a bunch of sugar and fat and chemical processed garbage into your body doesn't know what to do with that, you know,
Yeah.
and you just feel like crap. So it's not worth it. It really
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah. Hey, so one, we're getting some questions. So I'm going to put that
Sure.
up. But can you adjust your camera because your forehead is sort of getting cut off?
Okay. Is
Nope,
that
the
better?
other way. The other way. Up the other way. Because now I can. There we go.
That's
Perfect.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see. Sandy, like the beach, asked, "What food do we limit ourselves to with respect to our meats?" So I'll say that I always, almost always, always, always choose beef, but that's not, it's not because there's some theoretical reason to go with beef. It's just I feel best on beef. But I always loved beef as a kid. If I was ever given the choice, it was always going to be beef without question. No one ever needed to ask me that. So,
Right.
that it's not surprising. Every now and then I try to get some fish or something, but
Right.
it's,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I prefer beef over any other kind of meat. Occasionally I'll have some salmon or some cod liver. As you know, I just started eating cod liver.
Yeah.
But I find that beef satiates me much better than any other meat. Maybe pork will come in a close second, but I like the taste, I like the quality, I like the fullness that I get from eating beef. Yeah, I feel like it nourishes me much better than other meats.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, we're getting some more people joining. Hey, Fit with
Hey,
Cece
Kim
and
Fung.
Flute Lover and Dull House and Kim Jong Funny Guy. Hey, everybody. Um, let's see. Sandy, like the beach, asked what sides we have. I'll say I'll have a roasted bone marrow on the side, maybe side bacon.
Uh-huh.
What
My
about you?
sides, my sides are number one bacon. Occasionally I'll have eggs. Raw frozen liver. That's like my dessert now. Um, cod liver. I think that's about it. You know, on a carnivore diet, there really isn't a such thing as sides. You know, like your meat is kind of like your main dish. Everything you eat is basically your main dish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll indulge in bone marrow, like you said, frozen raw liver, cod liver, occasionally eggs. Once in a while, I'll have salmon roll, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Salmon roe is so good. Oh
It
my
really
God.
is. It really is. Have you tried it frozen?
I have not, but I can
You have
see
to try it
exactly
frozen.
why you would say that. That would be
It's
so
very,
good.
very
Yeah, the
good.
first
Very
time
good.
I had it was in a sushi restaurant, and I I kind of was like, every time I go to a sushi restaurant, I try to like branch out and have something different.
Hmm.
And so I got that, and the moment I had it, I was like, oh my God, why did I think that this was gross? This is like amazing.
Right, right,
It kind of makes me think of like Pop Rocks. It's got like
right. Exactly,
explosive texture in your mouth.
exactly.
And yeah, it's amazing. So anybody listening, go get yourself some good
Absolutely,
caviar. I think,
absolutely.
you know, But let's see. Somebody else asked, Apocalypse is your guru, Kim Jong Funny Guy. So that's awesome. You are leading
Hey,
a whole
Kim
lot of
Jong.
people out there.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Mocha Kita Mama says, I can't find salmon roe. Where can I buy it? I got it at Whole Foods. So, you know, you
Yeah,
got to root around at Whole Foods. It's not like right out there.
right.
But
I
if,
bought it from the same place.
mhm. And also if you, I think if you go to any, Russian neighborhood, like they're totally into the caviar. And
Hmm.
I think any other community that like eats this culturally, that's where you're going to find it.
Right, right.
Um,